All right, let's get everything set up over here. We got the chat. Let's get that set up. Make sure you can see and hear me clearly. You want to just let me know in the chat box that you can see and hear me clearly. And also, let me get this set up on Facebook to make sure I can see all the chats. See if this works here. Okay, so that should be good right there. Cool. I think that we are good to go. Oh, blue snowball. Let's check that out. If you could see and hear me in the on whatever platform you're watching, please let me know in the comments saying that yes, you could see and hear me, and we'll get started. So I think we're good to go. Cool. I'm gonna just scroll down here so I don't see my video feed there. Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here, and today I want to just hang out online and answer some questions about rhythm guitar playing. I mean, I'll answer anything except for how to spell rhythm. Oh my god, that's a tough word. Every single you know those words that every single time that you write it, you have to check it like 3 times? I think that's how to write it every single time. R-Y, R-Y, R-H, H-Y, I don't know. It's every single time that word really trips me up. But anyway, rhythm guitar. For playing rhythm guitar, that's going to be the focus for today. So any of your questions about strumming or chords or anything like that, let me know in the comments and I will answer your questions. First, let me know that you could see and hear me clearly, that you could hear the guitar. I think that it's all good to go. Man, has it been a crazy week. Yeah, it's between my daughter having a rash all over her body and just, you know, doctor visits and stuff like that, and also my server, my website crashing and getting that back online, and there's I'm definitely looking forward to getting back on track. Hopefully there'll be an episode of Pajama Jam tomorrow. We'll get that back on track. Now, I'll get things started here, where one of the things that I noticed, and I just have a quick tip for you, is when you're playing along with records, because playing along with records is, I think, the best use of your time. When you're practicing and you're learning a song, because hopefully you're learning songs, right? And you're focusing on songs, not just scales and exercises, things like that. You want to play music. When you're playing songs, I want you to play along with records, because that's the best way to represent the song, is the original record. If you play along with that, or a version of the song, a version of the song, like a cover version, is also a good way to do it. It all depends on the version, because there's so many different interpretations. But you're playing along with the record, right? And when you're playing along with the record, you know, I've mentioned things in the past about how you don't want to just like have your hand on the mouse or on the space bar and then click play and then try to get to the guitar as fast as possible. Okay, that's one way to do it. But I say, like, okay, well, you know, if you have your guitar, if you have your hands on the guitar the whole time, then it's going to be a lot better, because you can just stay there, and as soon as you, let's say you're playing Summer of '69, so as soon as you hit play, you want to have your hands right on the right chord. But how do you do that? Well, you can't do that with your hands, right? Unless you use, I don't know, like your elbow or something like that. But you don't want to do that, and you don't want to have anybody else do it, because you don't know when they're going to press it, right? So then, hey Steven, how's it going, buddy? So I recommend usually, I would recommend a foot pedal. So you buy a foot pedal it's a USB foot pedal that you hit play with your foot, because your foot's free, and you hit play, and you know exactly when you're going to hit play, and you stop right there. You stop right there, and you're playing along with the record right away with the foot pedal. But even with that tip, sometimes it's just a little bit too much to enter with the song, even with a foot pedal. So what I recommend, this is one of the tips that I have. It's been on my mind for a week or two now, and I've just been meaning to mention it. is when you're playing along with a record, and especially when you're learning how to play that song, what I highly recommend is that you hit play on the song, whether it's with your foot pedal or with the space bar, and you wait for 2 bars, 4 bars. Now it all depends on the song and what's happening in the song. Because for example, in some songs you have a guitar riff that's just by itself, and then the band comes in. For some songs, the band comes in right away, and you know, everybody comes in and it starts like as soon as you hit play. So it's a bit too much to come into. So what you want to do is imagine, you know, you've probably heard me say this before, SOS, standing on stage. So SOS is what you want to remember. And with the SOS strategy, you can hit play, you're going to wait 2 or 4 bars, and then you're going to come in. Because what happens when you hit play and you try to play right away, or when you hit with a foot pedal, you try to play right away, there's a bit of a jolt that happens. There's a bit of, you know, you're trying to like get right into the song, and especially when you play it up to speed. So what happens when you're doing that, you're carrying tension, like it jolts you, it tenses you up mentally and physically, and you carry that tension through the song. So you're not playing at an advantage, you're like already at a disadvantage, because when you hit play, you're just like trying to start right away. So anyway, what I want you to do is you hit play on the record and you listen to about 2 bars. If let's just say it's a riff that needs to come around a couple times, or it might be a chord progression that goes for 4 bars. So you wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you come in. Often you come in with the band at that time, and when you're playing the record, you get to feel the pulse of the record and get into it, and you're starting from a place where you're like, okay, my mind is clear, I know what I need to do, and my muscles are relaxed because I'm not playing or anything like that. So I'm gonna play, I'm gonna wait for my cue, and then boom, come in. So one example, one of my Play From Day One members is working on About a Girl by Nirvana, and I asked him to play the unplugged version, the Live in New York unplugged version. And basically, if you hit play and right away with the track, and you're trying to like play like that, you're already at a disadvantage, because it's all the stuff I explained before, right? Where you're trying to catch up, and that trying to catch up, it creates some tension, and you're always playing catch up. Then you can get the foot pedal. That's cool. So you can get a foot pedal and you can go stomp, and that is, you know, 1 notch better for sure. But what I think, especially when you're learning songs, and cool, nice, I see we've got a few more viewers. We've got James here, we've got Nazmul, awesome, cool. So welcome to today's video. So basically what I recommend, and what I recommended to Brandon, is basically you want to make sure that you hit play. Like, so Kurt Cobain is playing the intro, okay? So and right about there, that's where the band comes in, okay? That point right there is where the band comes in, and I told him, okay, well, Brandon, just wait for Kurt Cobain to do his thing, and then play when the band comes in. Like, you hear Dave Grohl going ba 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 doom do 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 doom, and he comes in. Coming in at that point there, I mean, and then he tried it, and it was, then, you know, it's when you basically wait for the record to do its thing, wait for the band, really, because you're picturing that you're standing on stage with the band. You are going to have solid footing. You're going to be on solid ground, and you're going to feel way more confident and positioned to play in a more professional way, in a more musical way, because you're not playing catch up. Okay, you're not playing catch up. So cool. I'm just gonna say hi here. I see Diane. I see Kevin. Awesome, and thank you, James, for the nice words. So this is a very simple tip, but let's just say, for example, let's put some distortion on here, And let's see. So basically, if you were playing, let's just say, like Led Zeppelin. Now, if you're trying to play that and you're trying to start right away, if you're trying to play that right away, you're going to be like, just try to catch it, right? And instead, yeah, you could get the foot pedal. That is definitely better. But I would just wait for Jimmy Page to play the riff one time and then come in the next time. Because what's happened is in your ear, you've heard what it's supposed to sound like, and then imagine you're just a hired musician on the stage, you're part of the band, okay? So you're on stage with the band, and you wait for your cue to come in. And when you do that, you're going to come in that next time, and you are going to be way more solid with the song and with the rest of the song playing through, not just the first time that you play on that riff, but the rest of the song. You're going to play that and be way more solid than if you were going to come in right away and try to play catch up the whole time. Now, after you're able to do that successfully, then you could start from the beginning. I recommend getting the foot pedal. It's a USB foot pedal. There's also Bluetooth foot pedals that you could find. And you hit play, and then you could start right away, and you're pretending you're Jimmy Page in that scenario. But a lot of songs out there will be like, what's another one? And I'm probably gonna butcher the riff. I tried this the other day, and it took me a second to remember. Yeah, so like for example, like Audioslave, Cochise, right? So. I would wait for two riffs, wait for it to come around, and then play there. Okay, so you don't start right away. You would start after, like you just wait for the band to come in, so you're playing, okay, they come, like on that song, they have like all these, you have like, basically this like sort of like sounds and sound effects and stuff like that, and then the riff comes in after that. Now you could come in right away with the riff, but if you're working on specifically just that riff, if you're working on that, what I would do is I would hear it a couple of times and I'll just pretend you're a musician on the stage. You're standing on stage with the band, SOS, standing on stage. Or in live Nirvana Live in New York, I would be sitting on stage, but SOS, basically you are there listening to what's happening, and you're then following along with those changes because you're one of the members of the band. It's actually a realistic thing. It's like these are the things that you would do if you were standing on stage with the band. You would wait for your cue. The lead guitar player walks to the front of the stage, plays the riff, and then the rest of the band comes in, or everybody comes in at a different time. Okay, so cool. And I see Kevin, I got the one you recommended, Stephen. Works great for me. Awesome. Yeah, foot pedals are a great thing for sure, and definitely hit me up for if you need advice on what foot pedal to get. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe Kevin, maybe you can type in the chat what the brand name is. I just can't remember. I always look for USB foot pedal on Amazon, and then you could find it. So let me know, guys. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer. Let me know any questions that you might have about rhythm guitar. Niels, how's it going, buddy? I see if you there's so many different questions that I get with regards to rhythm guitar, but I want to make sure also, live on the chat, if you have any questions, and rhythm guitar has to do with, chords, has to do with strumming, and it even has to do, technically, this would be rhythm guitar. Like, technically, a riff would be rhythm guitar. It's sort of, there's a little bit of a fine line of what makes a rhythm guitar part and a lead guitar part, but technically rhythm guitar can include riffs as well. So hey Mark, how's it going, buddy? So yeah, let me know in the chat. I'm just gonna hang out over here. If you guys don't have any questions, that's totally cool, but I would take advantage. If you have any questions about what you're working on, let me know in the comments. What are you working on this week? What songs are you playing? And where you're getting stuck. Man, it feels good to be back. There was a few days there, I was just saying at the beginning of the broadcast, where it's just a few different things happen to get off of the routine between some server issues from a technical standpoint, as well as my daughter got just a small little like viral infection, so she had like a rash, and we had to make sure that she was okay with at the doctors and everything like that. And it's just she normally goes to daycare, so not going to daycare. It's also the more days that she's away from daycare, it's not good for her. It's just like it's good for her to be around other kids, and so it's just she has a little bit of a hard time when she misses some days. So we're hoping she's going to be back tomorrow, which will be great. So let's see here, and I'm seeing that Mark has a comment. Let me just double check. Oh, I have so many windows open. So many windows open on this. Oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong button here. One sec. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Mark is trying to work on strumming down, down, up, down, up, down. So down, down, up, down. That looks like there's one too many strums in there. Usually down, down, up, down, up would be the way to go on that. But I mean, maybe the last down you're talking about is like if you went down, down, up, down, like that, like that. The last down, if the last down is the one that's on the first beat again, then the pattern is just down, down, up, down, up. I call it the golden pattern because that's the one that is, you can just really use that on so many different songs that it's golden. It's okay, omit, yeah, cool. So down, down, up, down, up. I love that pattern. I highly recommend that pattern because often that's going to be, even if they're doing something different on the record, that's going to be a good one. Down, down, up, down, up. So let me go to my guitar cam over here. And with down, down, up, basically, and I actually cover this quite a bit in my Play From Day One program. It's with with down, down, up, when you're playing strumming patterns, you always want to remember to keep it flowing, okay? So it's gonna look like you're doing that, but what you're actually going to be doing, you're just going to be missing some of the strokes. So it looks like this to the audience, but when you're missing, when you miss some of the strings, that's where you get the pattern. And even as I was doing that, it probably just still looks like I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, because that's what it should always feel like. So the quick tip, Mark, would be, because I mean I have like in-depth training on this, but I'll give you a quick tip over here. One of the best things that you can do for your strumming is learn how to speak the pattern in musical time. Okay, and I'm working on a software right now that even helps with this. Actually, super cool. I'm a huge software geek, and I can't wait to show you guys some more about this. But basically, you want to be able to say down, down, up, down, up. And the way you want to imagine it is that you say down, and then imagine in the English language there was a word down, up. It's one word, down, up. Okay, so it's two syllables. And then you have another word in the English language, it's called down, up, down. So up, down, up, sorry. Up, down, up. So you have one word that's down, another word that's down, up, and another word that's up, down, up. Let's just say those are three words in the language. Okay, you have down, up, and then you have up, down, up. Okay, so you have down, down, up, down, up. And if you put those all together, down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. And if you say that, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You have a one-syllable word, a two-syllable word, and a three-syllable word. Down, down, up, down, up. And if you do that, and you say down, down, up, down, up to your strumming hand, and you go down, down, up, down, up. Okay, you relax your hand. You don't want any robotic, stiff sort of strumming. We want down, down, up, down, up. And you want to look down at your hand and go down, down, up, down, up. You're telling it what to play. You say and play the pattern. You only do it once. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. And when you do that, Okay, when you do the down, down, up, down, up, and it doesn't matter if you're doing individual picking or if you're doing strumming. I recommend that you do the strumming. Think big first, and then you can sort of slice it up. But down, down, up, down, up. You do that, and when you're able to do that one time, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can get one more down in there. So you're going to go down, down, up, down. Okay, down, down, up, down. Okay, when you could do that, because down, down, up, down, down. Down, down, up, down. You could see how every single time I say a down to a down, there's an even space. Down, down. But when I say a down to an up, there's no space. They mash right into each other. Down, up, or up, down. Down, down, up, down. So when you're playing it, and what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to write it how I would say it. Down, down, up. Notice how the words are going to be smashed into each other. So down, down, up, down, up. So here you can see how the words are smashed into each other. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay, and when you do that, down, down, up, down, up, and you say it out loud to your strumming hand, then you can actually fix this in about 5 minutes, where you have what I call the flow, where you go down, down, up, down, up. And you do it again. Down, down, up, down, up. And you do it 3 times without making a mistake. Down, down, up, down, up. Then, once you could do that 3 times without making a mistake, then you would add one more down just to the end. But that would actually be it's just the first down. Again, whoops, that is my alarm reminder. Okay, so basically you do down, down, up, down. At that point, you just add one down. And if you can do that downstroke, then you can loop this thing over and over and over, because that downstroke is the first downstroke. One more quick tip is that every single time now you say down as the first one, you're going to say it a little bit louder, because that's going to reset your mind to go back to the beginning of the pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. 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 And if you think about it as those words that smash into each other, and you use that saying it and playing it technique where you're trying to get the thing to flow, then you'll get this no problem, okay? And also, Mark, feel free to post inside the Facebook group you playing that, just so that we could see that you have that you got it down. All right, no pun intended. All right, so gotta love a good pun. Hopefully that's helpful, buddy. So let me know. I'm gonna hang out for another few minutes over here. Let me know if you have any other questions. James has a question. I looked up "Sweet Child of Mine." Actually, there's another down, down, up, down, up that works on that pattern. Or that works on that song, I should say. I looked up "Sweet Child of Mine" on YouTube and I tried to play, but I lose my place and the guy went too fast. Haha. Story of YouTube, going too fast. So if you're playing the riff, then I actually recommend starting with the rhythm guitar part. The riff in that song would probably be that would be considered the lead guitar, because the rhythm guitar would be the. That would be the rhythm, would be the chords and the strumming, which I would do down, down, up, down, up over there. So I would watch this video again and go through that down, down, up, down, up stuff, the golden pattern, and apply it to the D chord, the C chord, and the G chord, whether it's power chords, whether it's open chords, whether it's super glue chords, whatever you want to play, the D, the C, the G, and then the D again, however you want to play that, I would play that first, and then get into all that stuff, because what I don't want to have happen is that for weeks you're going, trying to play where you're losing your place and you're playing it slowly. You want to make sure that you have something. First of all, it sounds like, with "Sweet Child of Mine," it's a very popular song that people like to play. If that's a song you love, the first thing that you want to do, like just think about this for a second. You love a song, right? You have a guitar. The song probably inspired you or was part of it it was to inspire you to play guitar. So whether you saw Guns N' Roses, you saw a video and you're super inspired, or you just always have loved this song, you want to play this song, and then you jump into trying to play the song, and whenever you try playing it, you're losing your place and the lessons are too fast, and you try playing it. How much do you think you're going to like that song and enjoy your time playing if that's what your guitar part always sounds like, right? I mean, instead we want to make sure that we get into the game and we get a taste of the music first. We get into the music as soon as possible. So when you have a part like this, I would say put on the record, play along with the record with the rhythm guitar part first, and then once you have that, then get into the lead. Because think about the sort of the experience of learning, if you have, and just your experience playing basically, if you're trying to play the lead and it's not sounding like music, compared to if you're playing the rhythm guitar part, it's sounding like music and you're playing along with the record, which one do you think is going to be more fun? Right? Which one do you think is going to be more musical? The rhythm guitar part. So it's not saying that not to learn the lead, it's saying learn the rhythm guitar part first, and playing with the record you're hearing Slash, do his thing. Let me just double check if there's anything in this looper. Okay, so oh yeah, I have what is that, Sleepwalk from the other Pajama Jam? Let me just clear that first. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just have to clear that loop. Okay, that was a fun one. Check out that Pajama Jam, pajamajam.tv if you missed that episode. That was a fun one, man. But let's just say, for example, you have this. So you have... Let's just say I'm just going to play a part of it, right? But... So anyway, you're playing along with, like, you hear Slash playing, okay, and like you're hearing that riff, and then the band comes in, and you're part of that band, and you're playing the, rhythm. How much fun are you gonna have doing that compared to just trying to like find a good YouTube lesson online and trying to like play the riff as you hear it on the record? Like, this is what's kind of backwards about how a lot of people think about approaching guitar. And it's not your fault if you're doing this and you just started playing. And I'm talking about the people, the experts who tell you that you have to learn a certain way, that they're the ones that are kind of, it's sort of distorting and mudding up the water. Like, in my opinion, what you need to do, you see on my shirt, it says play. The shirt says play now, polish later. Everything in my world, even like, so you can see play from day one, my mentorship program, everything has to do with playing music and doing everything that we can with good strategy and good approach to play music from day one. I want you playing music because I know that if you play music, like even my book, Practice Less, Play More. If you play music, you're going to be happy. If you're happy, you're going to keep picking up the guitar. If you keep picking up the guitar, your muscles are going to get the coordinations that you need with all the fun that you're having and all the songs that you're learning, and then you can build you go in whatever direction you want to go. If you eventually want to study music theory, you want to play some scales, whatever, you can do that later. But first play songs. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Like, does that make sense that you need to be playing music? Okay, that's the goal. So when you have that approach, it means that you would approach a song like Sweet Child of Mine with the rhythm guitar part first, and then once you get that, because you could probably get that either in the same session, so playing from day one, you can get that even if it took a couple of sessions, but you're playing along with the record the whole time. Maybe even you're playing 80% speed. Maybe you're playing 100% speed. Maybe you're playing 100% speed of just the intro and the verse. Maybe you're playing 80% speed of the intro, the verse, and the chorus. Okay? It doesn't matter how much you're playing or how fast you're playing it. The main thing is that it sounds musical and you're in the game. You're playing music. You're not just playing sort of broken little parts that one day might sound like Sweet Child of Mine. Okay? I don't want this one day might, because that is just not, it's not as fun. As excited as you might be about guitar right now, eventually the excitement fades if you're struggling every day, and eventually like you'll get mad and then you'll put the guitar down and you'll be disappointed and things. That path is just not the path that I find to be successful. I want you to feel, especially early days, I want you to feel as many wins as possible. So I highly recommend playing Sweet Child of Mine with the chords first, playing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or if you have even playing steady downs, even if you're playing power chords with steady downs, that totally works as well. My main point is make sure that whatever you're doing, you're matching up with the record as soon as possible. And the best way to do that on this song would be to match up with the rhythm guitar part first. Get into the jam space with the guys, and then you could say, you know, hey Slash, let me try playing that lead, and I'd match Slash with that lead after I've played the rhythm guitar part. All right, so let's see here. And yeah, Kevin's saying music's the goal. It's working for me. Love this program. I made further progress in a couple of months now than I have in over 40 years. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Nice work, Kevin. Awesome, bud. Very, very cool. Yeah, Kevin is talking about my Play From Day One program. So Play From Day One, my mentorship, basically, it works for you. Like whatever you want to do, whatever songs you want to play, and in a style that you want to, that suits you, and whenever you want to do it. Like I found there's just a bunch of problems online. Like you buy a course, you watch the course, you have no support, or you have the support but the lessons are too hard, or the lessons move too fast and there's nobody to talk to, and there's the biggest promises in the world but you just don't get the results. Like there's so many things that are wrong, I think, and I've bought all of them. I've tried all of them. I'm a self-taught guitar player as well. So anyway, I designed Play From Day One. Basically you work with me, I tell you what to do next each step of the way. Sometimes it's watching a few videos that I have. Sometimes it's specifically what I recommend inside our chat. Sometimes it's going to find a YouTube video and working that muscle where you go and search for good material out there, because I can't teach you everything. Like I'm not going to record all the videos on every song. There's millions of videos on YouTube. So developing the skill of how to learn faster and learn on your own, learn songs on demand, that's the goal. And so anyway, so playfromday1.com, check it out. It's an invite-only program, so you're gonna have to add your name to a waiting list and answer a few questions about your guitar playing, and then I can reach out to you and see if it's the right fit. So it's not, I don't just let anyone in, and that also I think speaks volumes of the community that we have, because everybody's got to pass through me and my filters. So we have a lot of like-minded individuals. So if that sounds like you, check it out. If it's not for you, that's totally cool. Maybe these live videos are they scratch the itch for you, and that's cool as well. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'll be doing more of these Ask Me Anythings in the future, but yeah, it was good to get back, because it's just been a few days off since I've broadcasted, and it's good to get back. I think next week it should be back to 5 days a week, which will be awesome. Some shorter videos, not 33-minute videos, but check out the replay. You'll find it on Facebook, you'll find it on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. So again, check out Play From Day One if you need my help. Almost knocked something right off the table. Check out Play From Day One if you need my help. If you want my help to learn songs faster, play them on demand, and I'll be more than happy to chat with you about your options there. So I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Take care.